Finally, our video from Trinidad. Sorry it took so long. We really hadn't planned to go there, but it definitely was our safe harbor from Hurricane Beryl, and we will forever be grateful for Trinidad.
To see and spoke with some of the visitors.
I'm on the water in Chaguramas, and of course, as you can see behind me, there are vessels.
Unfortunately, I don't have a better recording of this news segment. Rhinessa Cutting, the reporter there, is the one that sent me this link, but the link was just to someone recording her video on the news.
We're told that vessels started coming in as early as Friday during the daytime. And at this time, it's estimated that there are hundreds of vessels docked here.
The people in Trinidad were really shocked to see so many boats come across from Grenada to seek shelter from Hurricane Beryl.
Many of them having made a last-minute decision to leave Grenada in search of safe harbor.
If the boat's safe, we're safe, and we'll be all right. And everybody here so far, all the people that are in at the club and everything else, they've come out and they've made sure that we're all right. And, if you look out there last night, I don't know if you want to pan out there, but last night there was no boats out there. And all of these boats came in last night. It wouldn't surprise me if there are 1,000 boats here in Trinidad at the moment.
Paul Gregoire's family, who hail from Florida, came into Trinidad's waters on Sunday, but he tells TV6 many other yachters opted to remain in Grenada and to wish for the best. He's hoping it's a decision they won't end up regretting.
We were actually on a mooring ball in Grenada in Woodward Bay, and we were going to stay there until yesterday, and when things changed and the hurricane decided to come south. And thank God we did. Yeah, we have friends there right now. It's about an hour from hitting Grenada, I think, is a category 3 or 4. So we sailed yesterday and got into a real nice safe harbor here in Trinidad, which we were here 18 years ago with our little babies. We were sailing, so we get to see it all over again. Right. Yeah, retired now.
So the people who left there on the sea, what made them decide to stay?
We were asking the same thing. Why take a chance when you're only 80 miles away, and whether you're at a marina or on a mooring ball, when a category 3 or 4 hurricane comes that close, you should not take any chances. It makes no sense. I don't know why. I wish I did, but I wish them the best.
Bobby Wirens and her family are also docked here. She says the local authorities have been very welcoming and have been supporting them throughout the registration process.
We actually didn't have Trinidad on our radar because we were just going to pull our boat out in Grenada, but I'm so overwhelmed with the wonderful Grenada.
I was definitely looking at the huge clouds coming over the mountains right at us.
I'm really thankful. Everyone is so welcoming. There have been so many rules that you guys could absolutely enforce that you haven't. You're letting us anchor out in your beautiful bays. You're letting us check in, in steps instead of all rushing into the offices. Everybody's helping with paperwork. Some of the fees have been waived. They're very, very generous with the pet policies.
Many of the authors told TV6 they intend to spend a few weeks to months here in Trinidad as they wait out the hurricane season. Rhinessa Cutting, TV6 News.
Well, much thanks to the Sailing Association.
What that is for it's ADHD.
With this.
What is it doing? Is it staring down the bag? He's so handsome.
that's just north of where we were staying, outside of Chaguramas. It was absolutely stunning. Just a walk away from here is the Macquarie Beach. This place is called the Bamboo Cathedral. The trails in here go for miles and miles.
I see you. I see you. Hello, little baby. Looks like a tree kitty.
We stood in this spot and watched them for about 25 minutes.
Aww. They're so cute. There's a baby on the back.
One right there.
Oh my.
One right there. The one, well, two, because the baby. Can I have you? I want them.
There's like a dozen or more monkeys in here. Babies,
When you fall
adults.
down, I want to catch you.
Lila, no. Oh, he's just sitting there.
LiQWYD.
Hey, little baby. We saw some hummingbirds over there.
You gotta send this to my mom. We don't know a cat. We have cats and they don't
Let
like
go.
dogs.
Let go, Finn. There you go.
Leave him alone. Just
Let him shake off.
We discovered by accident 2 summers ago that our younger cat, Putty Tat Bigglesworth, absolutely
likes it.
loves the water, and we think it's probably because he gets hot.
Oh, that was a low throw.
During the rough sail from Grenada to Trinidad, we bent a spreader, and we had to have that repaired immediately after we got to Trinidad. It took about a week, and we were just sitting at the dock, so when we were able to move, we were so excited to go and check out Scotland Bay. Scotland Bay was really relaxing, and a lot of the people that came from Grenada to Trinidad actually just threw up their Q flag and hung out in this bay for 2 or 3 days. It's definitely a place that we would want to spend some more time in. Normally when I see mountains like this, the first thing I think is I'd like to hike that, but not here. Those howler monkeys were terrifying.
There's monkeys in there.
No edge. Ooh.
His little friend. Not only that, but that waterfall kind of looks like a water slide to me. The water quality, though, on the camera is a lot worse than it actually is. So, and I tried going up this trail over here, but Tyson said there was a big spider, and I decided no thanks, I'm not going on that. So, you know, it's the activity today, what I'm doing right now. Alright.
Well, that works.
Wow. How is there even a...
She's got her.
I'm questioning how low they are right now.
We were so fortunate to be able to visit this paradise. I had met our guide Neil out in front of our marina while he was waiting for some clients, and he was actually a maxi taxi driver, but he moonlighted as a tour guide, and he was happy to give us a tour of his beautiful country. On this day, he took us to this waterfall. It was a steep, probably 20-minute hike in the jungle. And then after this, we went to lunch at a really great restaurant. It was a cafeteria style, and honestly, everybody ate the food so fast that we didn't even have time to take pictures. After the lunch, we went to the Coroni Swamp, and you'll see some footage from that coming up.
Why do you keep saying no?
Because I know.
All right, so this little guy was one of about 100 little cats that was hanging out at the swamp when we drove in. And this little guy almost made it impossible for us to go on our tour. He was so sweet, so adorable, and he was the only one that the kids could coax out from underneath the car. And I'm sure they're all feral, but this little guy was so sweet, and it was hard to leave him behind. The Coroni Swamp is the largest mangrove wetland in Trinidad and Tobago. It is located on the west coast of Trinidad, south of Port of Spain, and northwest of Chaguramas, where the Coroni River meets the Gulf of Paria.
Them out earlier on, the roots coming up like pencils. They stay in the higher areas. So you won't get them in here. They can't stay in the marshy areas.
See the black wingtips?
Blackness on the trees. Look at right there.
This swamp is an important wetland since it is ecologically diverse, consisting of marshes, mangrove swamp, and tidal mudflats in close proximity. The central section of the 12,000-acre swamp is designated as a wildlife sanctuary and is the home of one of Trinidad and Tobago's national bird, the scarlet ibis. The Coroni Swamp is the major roosting place for the scarlet ibis and is also the home of over 100 avian species. The Coroni Swamp has a total of 20 endangered species and is ecologically diverse.
I don't know if I'd want to sleep in a tree where there's boa constrictors.
Naturally, the swamp was stifling hot. We were all sweating profusely and trying to drink water as much as possible to keep hydrated. At this point, we'd probably been on the boat for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we looped back to this beautiful area where the scarlet ibis likes to roost. Normally, we would see that whole tree bank completely covered with red birds, and they are absolutely stunning, even if it's just a few of them. But the kids were done. It was time to go. On our last day in Trinidad, we decided to go to the Waterpark again. It was a Friday, and they had 2-for-1 specials, and the price of one kid was only about $15 American, so we definitely used that deal. And we got ready for the big long sail back to Grenada. The next morning, we got up at about 4 a.m. and pulled the anchor up to head back to Grenada. We had already filed our float plan with the Trinidad Coast Guard, and they like to have notice of every single boat that comes in and out of their waters, and they like to follow you on the AIS to make sure that you're safe and that you don't have any piracy issues. It was definitely stressful having to worry about something like piracy. We did everything we could to be safe. We did try to get other boats to go with us, but nobody was going back to Grenada at the same time as we were, and we needed to get back for a flight So we pulled up anchor and headed out with all the safety plans in place. We had 2 people on lookout at all times, kept an eye on the AIS, and in general we felt safe the whole time. A bonus of this early morning sail is that we got to see the orange sands blowing over the Atlantic from the Sahara Desert. We also got to watch this gorgeous sunrise, and I don't think I've ever seen a sunrise so beautiful in my life. It was almost like we just watched it in slow motion. This was an absolutely gorgeous sail. Compared to the sail from Grenada to Trinidad, this one was gorgeous. At this point, all of the kids were still asleep, and we basically just had the morning to ourselves, drinking coffee and enjoying the beautiful sunrise. Okay, the magic kept on happening on this sail back to Grenada. After our beautiful morning sail, we were shocked when a huge pod of dolphins swam right up to the boat. I have never seen so many dolphins in one pod ever, and there were probably 100 there. There were moms and babies and silly teenagers hopping in and out of the water. It was so fun to watch them play and dart around, and it was even funnier when some of the big fat ones were just rubbing their backs on the bottom of the boat. These dolphins actually swam with us for about 20 to 25 minutes. I only recorded maybe 7 minutes of footage of them, and I was having so much fun that I just forgot that I even had the camera in my hand. So the next 6 minutes is probably just dolphins, so if you're not really that interested in watching dolphins have fun, then you can skip forward. I do have to say, even the kids had a little bit of dolphin overload. The teenagers didn't even come out of the boat to come and look. Lila was sitting on the trampoline the whole time with me, and I don't even know if Birch actually looked out the window.
Woo! Oh, there's some little ones. There's tons.
I know this is just one small snippet of the bow, but they were actually surrounding the whole boat. So Eric is back at the helm, and he had several that were just jumping up right outside of his helm station, jumping out of the water and almost even with him.
Holy smokes. There's so many, aren't there? It's unbelievable. Whoa! Watch out, you guys!
I got really nervous when we would go up and over a wave because the dolphins that were rubbing their backs on the hulls were getting way too close, and I was worried that they were going to get smashed into by the boat. We were thinking that the dolphins started to follow us because we were fishing off the back of the boat, and Eric cleaned a couple of the fish that he caught and threw the carcasses off the back, and after that the dolphins probably started smelling the fish and coming after us. One of the sassier dolphins is about to take a huge flying leap out of the water here at the top of the screen. I would not trade this experience for anything. I'm also comforted by the fact that Lila now never wants to eat dolphin.
They're just right on the boat. It's incredible. I think the dolphins also gave Lila fuel for wanting to live on the boat, which bodes well for me. I'm sure there's some spectacular lesson in fluid dynamics here, but honestly, I'm just so overjoyed by these dolphins that my brain isn't even working. They're everywhere under the water. Everywhere. Surrounding. This experience definitely goes on my highlight reel of life. They're just right there. There's a baby! Aw, is he so cute? We just kept catching fish. And when I say we, I mean Eric, because I didn't contribute to this at all. I don't even think we kept the first one. Lila saw it and she got so upset that her dad was going to kill that fish that he threw it back for her. Hopefully it lived. And we got another one, and we definitely kept this one. I don't know why I keep saying we. It was all Eric. None of it was me. All I did was sit and film. Alright, so we safely made it back to Grenada. We're in Woburn, and basically the kids are just blowing off some steam. It was a great trip. Thanks for watching.